What we're going to do is we're going to make our Pokemon characters tonight and possibly start playing it with just the three of us, because we can play a session with the three of us.
Oh.
So if you want a last name, you can, but you do not need one.
Christ. Now I'm trying to think of a different name other than Gunny.
All right,
But if I can't, then that's all I have.
that's fine. Yeah, let me look up how to do character stats. I looked up how to do Pokemon stats, which I know how to do the Pokemon HP now, which that's actually pretty easy. Pretty much you take your Pokemon's level, and then you add that to your... Or no, you do their HP stat times 3, and then you add your level to that. Or you add the Pokemon's level to that.
Boy.
Well, that's an interesting name. Oh, Eden. Backstory for your character. We need to work on that before we begin.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that he would have been born into, a city farther up in the region, up by the mountains, where they specialize in dragon Pokemon. I don't know if you want to be connected to the dragon gym leader, because I did make a dragon gym leader, so and he does, he is in that town, or his gym is in that town. He is not seen in that town most of the time. He is up at the highest mountain, Mount Storm, doing no one really knows what. He basically went up there to do training, some sort of special training, and has never come back. So they don't even know if he's still alive or not.
Not fun.
But yeah, I was thinking your character could be born into a village where they specialize in dragon Pokemon, and he met Charmander. Charmander was being viciously attacked in the woods nearby, and your character came up to help.
Yeah. That's what I would imagine.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, so then that's when he caught Charmander. Now, alright, here, let me ask this first. The gender for your character, it can be whatever. I should say that. So whatever you want the gender to be.
I would say male.
Okay. Then male it is. I guess I can also ask you guys this. What gender would you like your starter Pokemon to be? Male or female?
I'm thinking male.
Yeah.
Alright, male for all of us then.
Fun.
I will not ask that for every other Pokemon you catch. It's just going to be random, and some of them do not even have genders. So I will let you know about that. And then, why is your character so violent, Eden?
I'm guessing that's just how he was raised. He was raised to be aware of any like dangers and stuff.
Okay, I like that.
He might attack just because he thinks something is dangerous.
Okay, I like that. So it's just like a survival instinct sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right. And then how do we make that?
What I am seeing in front of me scares the hell out of me.
What are you seeing in front of you?
It's a cat mixed with a fly.
Ew.
Delicious.
I'm gonna roast that over the fire.
I'm gonna skip that. Just fucking gut it. Eat it.
You won't even have
Wait,
to
is there anything
gut
to gut? Does it have like organs?
I don't fucking know.
Which part is the fly and which part is the cat?
Yeah.
All of it.
Oh.
Now I'm just imagining a fly with fur and whiskers. So it's like a cat in the shape of a fly.
That's actually what it is. Hold on, let me guess.
Oh my god. That's
Oh my
terrible.
gosh, I forgot. Okay.
I'm excited to see you guys. You guys are gonna love it. I'm sure of it.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, it only gets worse.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, no. I don't know if I want to.
That's a bee, by the way.
It looks like a fly.
That's something.
Yeah,
That
it's
is-
definitely not near people with anything.
Oh no.
That's definitely a brain moment. A gaming moment.
We are #gaming.
Gaming.
Mhm.
We are operating some kind of computer system in order to play a virtual video game.
That gives you nightmares.
Assign combat stats. Here we go. Okay, how do we do this? Do we roll? I don't know. Eden, I'm just imagining your character like you lose a battle, like you're fighting like a little kid in a Pokemon battle, and they beat you, and they're like all happy, and you just like walk up and just punch his Pokemon.
Yeah. Be like, donk. Looks like I win.
Yeah. Oh, looks like your
inconvenient
Pokemon
actions.
fainted. Oh, guess I won.
Some inconvenient actions have taken place, and it looks like you have lost the battle.
Oh, what a shame.
He's like, oh, shucks. Not a knock.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Not a knock you out, too.
Okay. So how stats work is okay. So how stats work is we start off with 10 HP at default, and we get 5 points in every other stat. And then we have 10 points that we can spend on our stats right now. But you can only put 5 into a single stat at the moment. So we have 10 HP, 5 attack, 5 defense, 5 special attack, 5 special defense, and 5 speed. And then we have 10 extra points that we get to spend on these.
Okay.
And I guess I should clarify the difference between special attack and special defense compared to the other two. So, attack is for, like, physically hitting something. So that would be, you know, punches, kicks, charging into things, that sort of stuff. And defense is getting hit by something physical. So again, getting hit by a punch or a rock or something like that. Now, special attack, that is for any sort of, like, energy-based attack. And let me see here if it actually says if, like, there's anything other than, like, actual Pokemon moves that use that stat. So let me look here.
So this, because I just copy and pasted, like, what you had for your thing. You have HP listed twice. Is the second HP for the Pokemon?
No, okay. So the top HP is the actual HP stat, and the bottom HP is how much HP our characters will have.
Okay.
Like, that's why it has that slash there, because it's supposed to be the number out of the total.
Okay.
Yep. And then key items are going to be the items that are important that we can't just get rid of. That's why the Pokedex is there, which we all get one of those, so put that down. And then items are going to be for everything else that's disposable, like potions, berries, various other things that we'll find throughout the wild.
I have more nightmare fuel for you.
What? You were cutting out a little bit.
Nightmare fuel.
I have more of it.
Oh, beautiful.
You guys
So, I just have, like, 5 points to assign to these stats.
Okay, so HP is 10, attack 5, defense 5, special attack 5, special defense 5, and speed is 5.
Right.
But we have 10 points that we can give to the stats. Like, we can't give each one 10 points. We have a total of 10 points to disperse, but we can only give a single stat 5 points. So if you want to really be good, like really be super strong, then you would put 5 into attack. But then you could not put 5 into another stat. You'd have to disperse the rest of the points. And I looked it up. Special attack would be if our characters are doing some sort of, like, Pokemon-styled move, which for most of us isn't really going to matter, so I would say to keep that one low. Special defense is our defense against special attacks. That would be getting, like, hit with a fire attack, like getting burned, getting electrocuted, basically getting hit with a projectile made of some sort of energy. That's what special defense is for.
Alright.
And then speed is obvious. It's speed, how fast we go. Our speed stat also dictates our turn order in battle.
Okay.
So yeah, let me think here. For my guy is definitely going to be weak on both the attack and defense. I'm gonna give him a +5 to speed. A plus 2 to his special defense. And I'm gonna give him a 1 for the rest of his stats.
Every single time.
1, 4,
Oh wait, I forgot about HP.
7.
Well,
There's it fully completed.
Should I keep it? Yeah, I'll keep him at low HP because he's pretty weak. So yeah, I'll keep him. He's 11. He's pretty weak, despite what other 11-year-olds in this universe have done. Oh yes, the
All right.
nightmare creature.
So, what I've got is 14 HP, 5 attack, 7 defense, 5 special attack, 9 special defense, and 5 speed.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Oh, I should also say what that Poke under HP means. That's what money is called in this universe. You can still call it dollars. There's like no reason you can't still call it dollars, but
Okay.
that is just the canonical name of money in this universe.
I wonder why.
I
Actually,
don't know.
I'm gonna lower my special defense down to 8, and I'm gonna put my HP at 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna do that.
does anyone want to start with any money? I'll give myself 100 Poke just because that's my character's allowance. And 100 is not a lot. Like if we are to convert 100 Poke dollars is essentially like 10 regular dollars.
Wow, inflation hit this place hard.
Yes. Oh, yes, it did.
You guys ever wanted to see a tiger mixed with a frog before?
I mean, not really.
Okay, good. The one I'm staring at scares me.
Alright. You're gonna... Man, if you love doing this, you're gonna love me describing what all these Pokemon look like.
Oh yeah, this is a game, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay, this. I think this is the last time I've changed it. HP is 14, defense is 8, and special defense is 8. So that's...
Alright. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds pretty neat. It's pretty good. Do you want to have any money with you to start with?
Yeah, I think like 300 Poke. That'd be like 30 bucks.
Sounds. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because he's like away from home right now. He's gonna use it to get fucking lunch. I think that'd be pretty reasonable.
Goes up to the counter, and as a joke he asks for a slow poke tail, and they actually start getting one, and he just starts backing away. I brought that up, didn't I? That like they do eat the Pokemon. And,
yeah.
Like slow poke tail is a delicacy because there are Pokemon called slow pokes.
Gross. Actually, can I just have a sandwich?
Yeah, can I just have a sandwich? Sure, would you like any meat on it? No?
No!
Just cheese. Just cheese.
Just,
Alright.
Don't even give me the bread, just cheese.
Made from our genuine moo moo milk.
That's fine.
my guy's just sitting at the table eating like a cheeseburger. He just looks up. What's wrong with you? He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to break to my character that he's eating a Pokemon.
See, that you got the last of the meat. They don't have any more.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
looks sadly at his dog in the Pokeball. The Pokeball. I should say this. The Pokeballs are see-through, by the way. So if you look closely and if you are close enough to it, you will be able to see the actual Pokemon looking at you in it.
Yeah.
If
I think
scary enough.
I'm imagining most of the time, except when it's unrealistic or he's not allowed, my character would have his Pokemon out.
Yeah, but that's fine. A lot of trainers do that, so that makes sense. Let's just before we start, let's just put down the starter Pokemon, and I will help you with that. So just copy the stuff that I do.
Also, I've settled on the name Theodore.
Theodore, I like that.
I'm just gonna get rid of that. Just Theodore.
Okay.
I don't know why the fuck I think that's funny.
I don't know either.
There's an ad for the game, and the last one that showed the playable ad, as to his father. I was gonna say his mom.
Hey kid, your dad's a motherfucker. A real motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really.
Yo, dog, I met your mom. She's a real bitch.
Fucked her anyways.
That would be bestiality. Get it? Because I said, yo, dog, your mother's a bitch.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, too late now.
Oh well.
Too late now.
What's said has been said.
Okay, so to explain some extra stuff put here for the Pokemon. Nickname is just what you name them. In Universe, it's called a nickname, but that's what you are going to name them. So, because I know none of you are going to want to stick with their actual names because you're not going to know what they are.
Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4, thing 5.
I mean, if you want to name them that, you can do that. But then the type, that's the type of Pokemon they are. The elements they have. Ability. Every Pokemon has a certain ability. These do affect certain things in combat. For example, Gavin, your dog, has the ability Flash Fire, which basically means if he gets hit with a fire move, since he is a fire type, that will actually increase his own attacks. So instead of her... Oh, wait. Oh, there he is.
Discord stopped me from making that joke.
And also stopped you from hearing my explanation on abilities.
Oh. I was gonna say, hey chick, your dad's a cock. Yeah.
Anyway, your dog has an ability called Flash Fire. Abilities are special things that every Pokemon have that helps them out. Your ability basically means that because your dog is a fire dog, if he gets hit with fire, it doesn't matter what fire. It could be from anywhere, he gets stronger.
Ooh.
He gets a power boost. And I did want to emphasize, it doesn't matter where the fire comes from.
Yep. That sounds fun.
And then type is the type of Pokemon they are, so obviously yours is fire. And if you want to know how to spell your guys' name, or I can even just, like, put it down for you. Like, put down all the stats.
Okay, so
If that helps.
The ability Flash Fire?
Flash fire, yes. It's 2 words, flash fire.
Yep. Type fire.
And how you spell the normal Pokemon name, it's Arcanine.
Arcanine.
Yes. There we go, flash fire. Now, nature. Nature is essentially the it's essentially the personality of the Pokemon, but this also affects its stats a little bit. Basically, it means that one stat is going to be higher and one stat's going to be lower than what it typically would be.
Okay.
So first, let me get the initial stats for our Pokemon here. So just give me a second.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, Gavin. For your dog, HP stat is 9. Now that your dog's HP is going to be higher than 9. I'll explain how their HP works again in just a second. But HP is 9, attack is 11, defense is 8, special attack is 10, special defense is 10, and speed is 10. And then, I'll tell you your moves, and I'll put the moves on. Okay, you're gonna have to edit your Pokemon thing just for a second, just to write down the moves. So I added the move section. I can tell you the moves that your doggo knows. At the moment, because of, we established your dog's really old and hasn't fought in a long time, so it forgot most of its high-powered moves. So the moves that it currently knows are Bite, which put down there is a 1d12, and also put in parentheses Dark, because it is a Dark type move. Man.
Okay, so it's 9. 11. Wow, I just said that out loud.
Oh, did you hear? I added a moves section. That's the different attacks and stuff your Pokemon can do.
All right. No, I didn't hear because my internet went out.
Yeah, that's all right. So just add that too, and I will tell you your moves. Your dog currently knows 3 moves.
Did you have the rest of the stats, or?
Oh, I didn't know you
Yeah, after you said defense, I lost internet.
Okay. Attack, special attack is 10.
Alright.
Special defense is 8.
Wow, both our defense and special defense are the exact same.
Yep, and your speed is 10.
Ooh.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Then for your moves, you currently have 3. You have bite, so just put down bite. Put 1d12 because that's what you would roll for damage, and put next to that in parentheses dark because it is a dark type move.
All right.
Your next move is roar, and that is a normal type move. And here, just say it intimidates the opponent. It's more of a it's more of a not an attack move, but just to try and intimidate the opponent.
Do I have to roll something for it, or
you just have to roll a 1d20 to see how effective it is, but you don't actually roll for damage.
Okay.
All of these you have to roll 1d20 for. And last is Ember, which is a special attack. I guess also after dark, after you put the type, just say whether it's attack or special attack. So for bite, it's an attack. For roar and ember, it's a special attack. And ember is also a 1d12, but it is a fire move.
Alright, so 12 fire special.
And then let me pull up the natures, and I can read you what they do. Okay. So I will read you the different natures, and you tell me which one you believe fits your idea of this dog the best. Okay. You have hardy, docile, proud, quirky, lazy, desperate, lonely, adamant, naughty, brave, stark, bold. Don't ask what the real difference between brave and bold are. There's stat differences. Impish, lax, relaxed, bashful, modest, mild, rash, quiet, sickly, calm, gentle, careful, sassy, serious, timid, hasty, jolly, naive, composed, dull, patient, poised, and stoic.
I think hardy. Probably.
Okay, then you get +1 to his HP stat, so that goes up to 10, and lowers the attack stat down, so that would go down to 10.
Okay.
And then for his HP, to calculate that, and I will just make sure I get this right before I tell you. Okay, HP, yep, okay. Okay, yes, so you would do your HP stat times 3, So that would be 30 for your dog, plus the dog's level, which I'm going to say, how about level 2?
So 32?
Yes, 32. And then you do get 1 stat increase since it's level 2 instead of level 1. And actually, let me add the level really quick because I didn't do that. Put level right under the nickname on your stats. All right. So yeah, you do get to increase your dog's stats by 1, but just remember, you do have to. Okay, HP stat. You have to make that 10. The HP is 32, but the stat is 10.
Okay.
And then since your HP, attack, special attack, and speed are all the same, you get to choose which one of those you want to level up.
HP.
Okay, HP it is.
Do I have to change like the other HP thing to?
Oh, yes.
So would that be 11 times 3 plus 2?
Yes, so that would be 35.
Yes. Is that a decent amount of HP?
Yes, for the beginning, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because basically for the wild Pokemon we're going to be encountering on like the first route, unless we try to explore, which we can do. The ones we're just going to see right like in front of us are going to have like at most maybe 10 HP. Now, if we run into some trainers, they're going to have some higher HP, but it's not going to be 35. All right, and then let me get the stuff for my Pokemon.
Isn't next weekend, No, it isn't. Never mind.
What were you wondering?
Your mother.
My mother is pretty good, huh?
No.
She's terrible, you're right.
Oh.
Well, that ruined my fun.
Yeah.
You ruined my fun. I was gonna say something else, but I'm not going to.
Oh yeah, I've changed my name to the Pokemon D&D one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, did I do that?
My name actually changed.
I did not.
You guys ever just get tired of your life?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
On Wednesdays.
Fair.
Only on Wednesdays.
I've got a peer-reviewed study here that says
What's on Wednesdays?
you're a pussy. Down now.
Probably true.
Whenever you're done, you need to see the video.
Alright.
Is it really that good?
Yes.
But if I'm a pussy, then what are you?
You don't want to know.
Your mom.
Wait, what? That's true. We got some serious things to talk about.
I'd hope it's not true, though. That'd be very interesting.
It's fucking animated.
You're animated.
I know.
Self-aware, Corey. Oh no.
Down now, now, down now, now, down now, 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 now. I've got a peer-reviewed study right here that says, it says right here you're a pussy.
And you're an ass.
Do you believe this statement to be true?
What are your sources?
My mom?
What journal was that study published in?
Your mom.
Was it peer reviewed?
Oh, your mom? That's my favorite journal.
Very reliable, I hear.
Yeah.
A lot of people put stuff in that journal.
Yeah, geez, it gets updated a lot.
Yeah.
I bet.
Pretty old. A lot of stuff in there. It's pretty big forum. Fat, even. You know, I visited that forum, or that journal last night.
Oh, really?
I put stuff in that journal last night.
Oh, what did you put in?
It's pretty stank.
Wait, what, Gavin?
I put a study in there. A big, long, peer-reviewed study.
Oh.
Meaty study.
I see.
Very descriptive.
Yeah.
I put something in that journal as well.
Clothes.
Gavin, I put
Well,
something in
these
that journal
clothes
as
ain't
well.
just for attracting mates.
Gavin,
What?
I put something in that journal as well.
Gross. What the fuck?
That's not okay.
You're not okay.
I mean, you're probably right.
I'm not memorizing the multiplication table. I have a calculator and my ass is fat.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. How are either of those related?
No, it's Duke Nukem. Hold on.
Oh.
What? I'm not memorizing the multiplication table. I am the multiplication table.
Well then, you're a lot of things, aren't you?
Yeah.
We got a lot of things to talk about here.
I have multi-personality disorder.
I'm here to kick ass and chug purple drink until I experience mild euphoria, and I'm all out of ass. I like Monster Hunter, but I can't play it because it makes me sad to hurt the cool monsters.
The cool monster.
Especially when they try to limp away. It is too much. No.
And what's the
Here, the last one I just sent is the Monster Hunter one. It's great.
Theodore has a giant fire dog that can literally burn down a forest. Azure has a frog that can shoot bubbles.
Get fucked.
I mean, look, his my
Bubble.
only water attack is bubble. It's not even multiple bubbles. It's just one single bubble.
Bubble.
I'm just imagining like Azure challenges Theodore to a Pokemon battle, and like the fight isn't even a minute long. Your dog just smacks my frog down into the ground.
It only has 4 HP. Holy shit.
That's the stat. Yeah.
Your guy really sucks ass.
Yeah, well, Gavin's is already as powerful as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
He forgot all his cool moves. Well, once you get to level 34, you'll learn its extreme speed, which literally means your dog will be faster than any Pokemon on the planet.
Ah. Of course.
I mean, that's only for, like, the few seconds that extreme speed lasts, but still.
I'm gonna name it Birch. Name him Birch.
I like that. Birch. Like, literally, the description of Arcanine is the legendary Pokemon. My frog, the Bubble Frog Pokemon.
A good old thing.
I feel like Azure's gonna get made fun of a lot.
I'm gonna like wait until like my character's gonna be like real weird about like using his or using too many of his Pokemons in like a battle, and then like during the last boss fight, he's just gonna be like, "Fuck it, laser cannon, let's go."
Yeah. So, it is limited how many Pokemon you can have out, all at one time.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even, I feel like my character would want to limit it a bit more.
Okay, yeah, so, like, because I'm pretty sure for everyone else, we can have 2 out at one time for a battle, and then we can have, like, 3 or 4 out just, like, in the world. But, yeah, I can see it for, Theodore. He only has 1 out, just, for anything.
Well, I think, like, outside of a battle, he'd probably have them all, or well, as many out as he can. But then during a battle, he'd only have like the 1.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to give my Bubble Frog the Brave Nature, which means +1 to attack, but -1 to speed.
Your mom.
Theodore and Birch.
And then I get to increase these stats by 4 points, because my frog's level 5. I also gotta name him.
Your mom.
Well, while I could name him that, I'm gonna name him...
Froggy. Frogy.
I mean, his actual name is Froakie.
Yeah.
So. You know what? I'm going to name him Smog because of the cloud stuff he's got. Because he's got, like, this cloud foam stuff around his neck.
Smogy.
That's what Theodore should call him.
Smogy.
Yeah. Alright, you're gonna use Smogy? His name's Smog, Theodore. I know what I said.
He just calls the species of Pokemon Froakie instead of Froakie. Froakie, Smoky. Well, now it sounds like he's fucking like getting upset about something. Like, oh, Froakie, Smogy. Who cares?
Yeah. Who cares about your problems? Smogy.
Smoky.
You know, I'm tempted to actually call him Smogy. just to. You know what? Screw it. His name's Smogy now.
Smoky. we like Smogy.
We do. We stan Smogy.
Yeah.
Smogy's best frog.
Smogy best Froakie.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now my HP. My HP stat is now a 5.
Ooh. That'll be 15.
That will be 15. Plus 5. Or wait. Yeah, plus 5. So I got 20 HP. Still gonna get smacked by the gigantic fire dog, but maybe it'll take like 2 smacks. It's just a...
You know what? I like to imagine that, like, physically, Birch can easily, like, just fucking smash Smogy, but because Smogy's a water type, like, Birch just doesn't. Or,
I mean,
they're going to fight, and, like, somehow neither of them manage to hurt each other the entire time.
That makes sense.
Or because Smogy's a fucking water type, Smogy manages to hurt Birch, but Birch can't hurt Smogy. But because Birch is so fucking big and has so much health, it doesn't, like, you know, do too much. Even though it would, because it's a fucking 1d12.
So, for the stats, I'm just recommending that we write down, like, next to each stat, just in parentheses, a plus whatever we gave it during the level up. So, I'm not... Which stat did you... You raised the HP for Birch, yeah. So, just put like a +1 next to the HP stat just so we can keep track of what stats we actually raised.
Alright.
Speaking of doing.
Oh, that means that Birch is gonna hit fucking hard.
Yep.
Because I have to raise the attack and the special attack. Well, and then the speed before I can raise either of the defenses.
Yep.
Christ.
Oh yeah, no, Birch is gonna hit like a truck. Which makes sense considering, like, at full power, he could easily destroy an actual truck. Like, probably with just extreme speed alone, just, like, goes through the truck so fast. This campaign's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Eden, you gotta put down your character. I can put down your stats if you want me to.
Yeah.
Alright. Here, let me...
Because I am.
Let me... Copy your... What are you gonna name your character?
Hmm. I'm trying to think.
Alright.
His name is gonna be fuck you. I don't know.
Wait. So, how old do you want your character to be? That might be an easier question.
We'll make him like 32.
Alright.
That was just random number, but
32, dude in late 60s, and an 11-year-old.
Yep.
Going out into the woods. Nothing suspicious about that. With their magical fire lizard, giant fire dog, and the bubble frog.
You know, I have confidence in Smoggy.
Smoggy, so the ability I gave Smoggy, I don't want to spoil what it does because it's going to come up. Essentially, it does nothing right now, but once Smoggy is fully evolved, it will do something, and I think it will be very interesting. Once we see what it does, but I don't want to spoil what it does, unless you don't care about knowing what it does, and then I can say it.
I don't want it to be spoiled.
Okay, so it's going to be pretty cool, so that's why I didn't want to spoil it. It will give Azure a new goal to achieve. I guess I can also ask, so I put down like the base stats here. You got 10 HP, 5 attack, 5 defense, 5 special attack, 5 special defense, and 5 speed. And you can, you have 10 points that you can put into those. So, what do you want to increase?
I would say you said everything was 5, right?
Everything except for HP. HP is 10.
I'm gonna put attack and defense both up to 7.
Okay. Attack and regular defense?
Yeah, regular attack, regular defense.
Gotcha, okay. So that means you have 6 points left.
And the same for special attack and defense.
Okay. You got two left.
Okay. Put them into one into speed. Yeah, both into speed then.
Both into speed. All right then.
And could you read back all the stats now that it's
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So your HP stat is 10, which means you have 10 HP to start with. Your attack is 7, defense is 7, special attack is 7, special defense is 7, and your speed is 7.
Okay.
All right. And do you want any money before we start?
I'm gonna go with we'll go with 300.
300, alright, sounds good. Okay, then I'll just copy your key items and stuff, and then I will get everything for your Charmander put down.
Okay.
I was going to give your Charmander the adamant nature, which that is the nature that means it loves fighting things. It loves to fight. It's fairly violent.
Yep, sounds like me.
So and then after we get all of this set up, then we'll look at the time and we can decide whether you guys want to actually begin or if you want to wait until next week to begin.
It's only 8:40.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't take us that long to do this. So I just didn't know if you guys wanted to wait until we had like a full session's worth of time, or if you're okay with just having a not quite as long session as our recent ones.
I think I'm okay with not having quite as long a session.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. Then I will get this started.
If you have everything prepared, that is. I don't want to.
I do have pretty much everything prepared for just how we're like the starting area. I have a list of locations and everything, and certain characters we will meet. Since you did want to do the gyms, your first gym that you can do is going to be a very interesting challenge.
Oh,
I'll say
boy.
that.
Sounds spooky.
Well, it might be, depending on how you take it. I know
Yeah,
you might just think I'm being completely unfair, but
Oh, boy, that doesn't make it any easier.
okay, I'm going to give your Charmander the ability Blaze. That means when Charmander gets on low HP, it will flare up and all of its stats will temporarily increase for like the rest of the battle.
Okay.
It's basically a I'm about to die, I need to finish this guy off now attack.
Okay. That definitely works.
Huh. Apparently in the actual rules for the D&D, it says that Charmanders are herbivores. Didn't think they were, but okay.
Yep, that's interesting.
Yeah, but then when it evolves, it becomes a straight carnivore.
That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, it does not. I'm just gonna say
I
Charmander
would
is...
honestly think it would be make more sense for it to be an omnivore or something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say that it's an omnivore, because... I'm just gonna say it is, because I can do that.
Yeah. I said that like I was gonna say something else, but I'm not, because I'm not.
Okay, your stats for Charmander. HP is also 4, just like my Bubble Frog.
Fun.
Yeah, let me just put this down first before I continue, because there's a lot of stuff I'm not going to remember. What do you want to name your Charmander, by the way? So it's a little orange lizard with a fire on its tail.
It'd be funny just for me to name all my Pokemon as their descriptions.
Lizard with
Hot
fire on its
lizard.
tail. Attack!
Orange lizard with fire tail. Fuck him up.
Orange lizard with fire tail the second.
The second.
The second.
We don't
Second.
we don't talk about what happened to the first.
Yeah. It's best we don't.
Yeah.
Anyways.
There were so many bees. Too many bees.
For what?
For what happened to
Oh.
orange lizard with fire on its
Smelly
tail the first.
The smelly smell.
It's
Smelly smell that smells. Smelly.
That's what I gotta name Smelly Smell that smells.
Anchovies.
Andrew.
What? Anchovies!
Right? And they all start swarming in.
You and what army, Plankton? What army? What army?
Your mom.
So you planted grass?
Grass? Grass? Uh-oh.
God.
Yeah, I was gonna say it got quite cold there.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to focus on putting all this stuff in.
I'm playing the game, so that's fine.
Bow now. Bow now. Bow now. Bow now.
Okay, your stats for Charmander. You got 4 HP, 5 attack, 4 defense, 6 special attack, 5 special defense, and 7 speed.
Nice. It's Charmander and my character have the same speed.
And you get Ember. Just like the big ol' fire dog, but the fire dog is just stronger. Plus, if you try to use Ember on the fire dog, you're only going to make it stronger.
But I really want to kill Fire Dog.
Well, too bad. You'll have to leave that up to the water frog, the bubble frog, I should say. Smogy. We stand Smogy.
Smoky best frogy.
Oh man.
We used to
Charmander, nickname Smogy.
We're
Arcanine, nickname Smogy. Team Smogy.
Team Smogy.
No. Charmander's nickname is Smokey.
Smoky. There we go. Smogy and Smoky.
That'd be really. That'd be an interesting nickname, though.
That would be.
For Orange Lizard with Firetail.
Okay, so because of the adamant nature, your attack and special attack for Charmander have switched. So the attack is 6 and the special attack is 5.
Nice.
He likes punching dudes more than he likes breathing fire on dudes.
That's
Or dudettes, not to discriminate here. Okay, so now that that's done, your Charmander is level 5, which means you have 4 points you can give to his stats. The thing with the stats is you have to keep them similar to what they were. So since speed is Charmander's biggest stat, you have to level that up first before you can level up anything else.
Okay.
So speed is going to be leveled up to 8. Actually, do you want to level up speed any more than just 1?
No.
Okay. So that's +1, so that's an 8. I think that makes him the fastest Pokemon. Except for Birch, because Birch is OP. Okay. Your next highest stat is attack. How much do you want to raise that?
Let's put it in.
Just one, he said?
Yeah, that'll also work.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, oh wait, you can't raise as much as you want, because then you'd also have to raise up speed, because that's just how this works. So if you wanted to add 2 to attack instead of just 1, then you would have to add another to your speed. Yeah, that's how that works. So you could do that, or you could raise special attack or special defense.
I would say special attack.
Special attack. All right. Raise that up to 7. And then you have one more. What do you want to use it for?
Normal defense.
Normal defense. Can't do that. You gotta do special defense or speed.
Special. Defense.
Gotcha. Okay, I think that makes your stats better than Smoggy. Let me just... I just want to make sure if Charmander is now officially better than Smoggy. Let me see. Not in HP. Not in attack. Better in defense, though. And you are faster.
Nice.
Yeah. So you can't dish out as much, but
I can take more.
Yeah.
And I can run away good.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. You can run away good. I think that's everything. Oh wait, HP. Duh. Okay. So your HP is 4. So that would be 12. So 17.
I think the way that my Pokemon will be balanced out is just that I won't use it as much, or my character wouldn't use it as much.
Well, which is fine. Like you don't even have to battle.
Well, I think it makes sense. You know, just because. Well, my character's old, my Pokemon's old.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to just battle for fun.
Yeah.
So
I guess it would make sense why the stats would be so fucking high then, because every time the Pokemon does battle, it's either for its life or something that it has to do that it just wants to get over with.
Yep. Okay, the last thing I gotta do, just for convenience sake, is put down the Pokedex descriptions for our Pokemon. Okay, I will... you know what? I'll start with Arcanine.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay.
Mom.
Okay.
Who's done fucking that reaction?
I want to wait until Gavin gets back, but Arcanine is insane.
Oh boy. Can't wait to see if I can make my character beat the absolute fucking shit out of him.
I mean, maybe. Well, what out of the Arcanine?
Yep.
You can try. It's probably not a smart idea, but you can give it a shot.
I'm just gonna like walk up behind it and fucking knock it out.
Yeah. Knock out the gigantic fire dog.
What's happening? What are we doing?
Eden wanted to knock out Birch. Just him, not his Pokemon, just him. Just walk up and try to knock out the big old fire dog. Okay.
I'm just gonna like fucking be
Talking-
like, yo.
Talking real tough for someone whose health is below 32.
Yeah, well, your health is below.
Or, sorry, below 35.
Your health is below my mom.
So, the Pokedex entry. Remember how I brought up the extreme speed thing?
Yeah.
The Pokedex entry says, at full speed, one of these Pokemon can run, just run, 6,200 miles in a single day.
That's not too bad.
Ah.
You know, I can.
So, that's a lot of miles per hour.
Yeah.
That is many miles per hour.
Yeah.
Hold on. 6,200.
All right.
6,200.
Theodore just looks at Birch. Birch, I forgot to grab the milk at the Walmart. Can you go back and get it for me?
258 miles per hour.
Birch used extreme speed. Like, in the blink of an eye, runs back to the Walmart and comes back with a carton of milk in his mouth. Attaboy. Theodore just takes the carton and just starts chugging it.
It is not even remotely cold.
It's probably because you had your fire Pokemon go and get it for you.
Yeah.
Continues to chuck it down. Okay. Azure is just... he has no idea what to make of this old guy. he like leans over to Eden's character. I think he might be going senile.
Fucking time you realize that.
Ah, yes, of course. How could I forget I thought one of the Pokedex entries for Charmander would be different. No, they're all the same. Pretty much, if the fire on its tail ever goes out, it dies.
Damn, that's tough love.
Yeah, in one of the episodes of the show, a horrible trainer, was fed up with his Charmander, so he left it out in the rain. And he promised he'd come back for it so that it would stay there.
Who did this?
Some random jerk trainer. It wasn't anyone important. Okay. He gets told off by everyone.
Fucking the government finds out, like, murders him.
Well, they don't do that. They might arrest him. I can't remember if he got arrested by one of the many officer Jennies. As I informed you all of that with Nurse Joys and Officer Jennies. There's just like 100 of them throughout each region. All different people, but also all related.
Fucking twins. I feel bad for whoever birthed them.
Yeah, I know. But can you imagine?
Jenny? Hey, what's your name? Jenny? Okay.
Yeah, well, it's funny because they always refer to themselves as like what town they're currently in. So it's like, oh, you're the Ecratique City, Jenny.
I'm your mom.
Yeah, again, we need to talk about that. It's a pretty big revelation right there.
Hey man, if one of like the Joys or Jennies was your mom, you'd be getting a lot of stuff for Christmas. Or your birthday.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they might even forget which one had me, so they all just give me stuff. I can't remember. I remember my mom's name is Joy, and they all look at each other.
Yeah, we're all fucking
Uh-oh.
Just one fucking Jenny shows up. You're not invited. The house is already too cramped. With, only a couple hundred Jennies.
Okay, so we got dog that breaks the sound barrier and death. Let's see what the bubble frog, what it says about the bubble frog. I bet it's going to be incredibly interesting.
May cause supernova on sneeze.
No, that's the other one. Let me see here. Oh. Wait, that's it? Oh.
Oh, well.
Okay. So pretty much, remember I said it had foam around its neck?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Pokedex says. It says it's got foam bubbles that it uses to help protect itself. There you go. That's it. Man. Azure's Pokemon is lame.
Hey.
Fuck ass.
Nah, I chose it for a reason. I like Froakie.
I think... What if the bubbles are like the same material thing as the bubbles it uses to attack, but like less? So it's just more difficult for it's more difficult for it to be constrained or like hit in the neck.
So what it can do, because the bubbles around its neck are like foamy, is it can throw those to try to blind its opponent.
Ooh.
And it can also like hide its face beneath the bubbles, which could be good for like if we do any stealth stuff.
Wait, are there any like flashbang type attacks?
Yes.
Can it I was about to say, because could it be blinded if it can't see the attack? Like it closes its eyes and fucking puts the bubbles over its face.
Yeah, you're actually right. Yeah, that's actually true. Yes. And yeah, there is a flashbang type attack. Which, remember the grenade Pokemon I was telling you about? It can learn.
Yeah. Oh.
You can teach it that. So.
I honestly feel like that would be safer for the Pokemon, so that it has a chance to like get out after it's done that.
Yeah, and it roll like they're pretty fast, surprisingly, for not having any legs.
Okay.
They're pretty fast. They roll. It's just what they do. Okay, so we got all. Gosh dang, we got all that taken care of. I'm gonna go and go to the bathroom, grab some water really quick, and then we will actually.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Guys, I got water on my charger and now it's not working good.
I ain't good.
Yeah, it got like super hot, and then now it's suffering from a lot of blunt trauma because I'm kind of using my phone while it's charging. So I suspect I might need to get a new charger soon.
Yeah. I'm also going to go piss.
I'm also gonna go do some shit. It was on right now.
Just me, you, Corey, and I guess Hunter.
Well, I didn't know if you'd come back from piss or whatever you were doing.
Oh.
I have something fun gonna start Monday.
Oh?
My name is changed.
Oh boy.
That's what I was talking to Melora about a couple days ago.
What is it changing to?
Phoenix.
What?
Phoenix.
Oh. Nice.
As well as the non-binary.
So,
Oh boy.
it was just all quiet.
Yeah, I've just been trying to fucking eat these sea salt chocolate caramel things.
Ooh.
I don't know why the fuck they have sea salt. It tastes like sea salt.
Because it's delicious.
My dad has, like a different kind downstairs that he was eating, and holy shit, like, I don't get what the appeal is, because it literally just kind of tastes like eating salt with chocolate. Like, you just fucking dumped salt on that bitch. It looks like it, too. You'd think that that's like sugar, but no, it's just fucking sea salt.
It's because it's delicious.
You fucking people.
You sea salt eaters.
You sea dogs. You salty sea dogs.
Is that going to be the new insult? The new slur?
Fuck. Maybe. I don't know, does your character like sea salted chocolate?
I mean, I don't know. I guess so.
Gross.
I don't.
You fucking kids.
Gonna rot your teeth out.
You wouldn't know good chocolate if it was charging at you from a trench.
But there aren't any chocolate Pokemon. Oh, you haven't seen anything, kid.
You'd be surprised how far some will go to win a war.
I mean, to be fair, there is an ice cream Pokemon. And the cotton
dirty
candy
tactics
Pokemon.
that are used.
Wait,
you know,
they covered Pokemon in chocolate?
you know, they had to ban all food type Pokemon after the war.
After the war. Wait, but if they had to where'd they all go? He has
You don't want to know, kid.
his gaze gets all distant and he's all quiet. He just looks off with a 1,000-yard stare. It's a flashback to all of the soldiers having to with forks and knives looking at the food Pokemon. A single tear drips down his face.
We hadn't had anything to eat in months.
It was the only way, kid. You don't know how dangerous food warfare can be.
Right? You know, that would be really fucked up, though, if in that war that he was in, the enemy faction, whoever they were, cut off their food supplies specifically to try and get them to, either retreat or have to, cannibalize each other or their Pokemon.
Yeah,
that would be fucked.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen, because that's...
Okay, then I will not do it.
I don't want my fucking character to be a Stalingrad survivor. I want the war to be brutal, but... Oh.
I will not make it that brutal. I was only tempted to eat the ice cream one. Only tempted!
That use the food Pokemon to distract your Pokemon. You ever see a Pokemon rip out another's intestines?
No.
Didn't think so. I just wanted to ask, because I like to ask kids those questions, because the answer is always no. And then whenever the answer is yes, I fucking run.
I like to ask kids those questions.
I like to ask kids those questions, because the answer is always no, and when it isn't no, I don't like to ask those kids that question.
Wait.
Oh, that's the backup for
Oh,
Hunter.
yeah.
Hey, what up?
Hey, man.
Greets.
How are you guys doing?
Doing good. We're about to actually start the new campaign.
Nice. Hey, Gavin, I got a question.
Yeah.
So you still have the footage, right?
Yeah, hold on. I've got Google Drive open.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm back, motherfuckers.
Oh, boy, we were talking about cannibalizing Pokemon.
Nice.
Or squishy.
Get link. I think this is one of them. It's like a fucking 300 megabyte video file. So.
All right. Well, you can just send it to my normal. Don't send it to the backup. Send it to my normal thing.
There's one. And then I think this is another one. Get link. Copy. Although I think I've already sent you that one because it was unrestricted. So there's just the one.
Okay. Ready.
You know, this is going to be really fun, because you guys don't know any Pokemon. So I'm going to have to describe all of them to the best of my ability.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Time to tell you the differences of all 30 birds.
We're never going bird watching.
Oh, look, it's the one made out of metal.
Mm.
Which,
Of
yes,
course.
is a thing. Yep, there is a metal one.
Hey, Gavin.
That one appears to be distorting space and time.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
never
there-
mind. That's just a normal sparrow.
Hey,
Oh, look,
send
it's-
me the second-
Oh, look, that...
Because I only got the first one.
Oh, look, that dove is creating a hurricane right in the middle of town.
We should leave.
Oh, never shooting.
Alright, after, just let me know whenever you're done sending that, Gavin, and then we will begin. I got my list
Alrighty, I
of...
got it.
I got my list of towns here.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Okay. Oh, Christ. Every time there's any amount of silence, I worry that my internet's out.
Yeah.
Okay, I just realized, Gavin, I know you love sea salt, which is why one of the early locations we're going to be going to is the Sea Salt Cavern.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That was purely a coincidence.
Fast, go.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Then we shall begin.
Yes.
So, our game begins on a bright, sunny day in the Jutla region. Currently, it is in the small town known as Foret Town. Again, it's a fairly small town. You got a couple houses here and there, and there is a lake that runs by throughout the town. It is known as the Freyfit Lake. It is actually connected to the next town over, which is Freyfit Village. And waiting outside are two trainers. Azure, who is waiting to start his very own Pokemon journey. He's always wanted to go on some sort of journey since he was very little, and now is finally his chance to do so. And there's also Theodore. Now, Theodore, after the big Jutla war that happened many, many years ago, that completely split the region in two for a while, literally and figuratively. He decided to settle down, and he's getting pretty old now. He really needs to start getting ready for retirement. But the problem is that after the war, he never really got a whole lot of money, and he does not have nearly enough to get into the nice retirement home he's been hoping to get into. So he did find a flyer that was being passed around for an assistant to the professor's research. That being Professor Beach. He is the professor of the Jutla region. He specializes in the various forms of Pokemon. And he needs someone to go out there and do research with a device known as the Pokédex, which will gather all the data of any Pokemon that is scanned with it. So they are both waiting in the middle of town for the assistant of the professor, who is actually Azure's mom, to come with the Pokédex as well as the starter Pokemon. They have not talked to each other yet. They actually don't know that the other is waiting to do the same thing. So they're just both standing out in the middle of town, kind of awkwardly. Does Theodore have Birch out?
Yes.
Okay. So Birch is out, just kind of sitting by Theodore. He lets out a big old yawn. He's he's gotten fairly lazy these days since he hasn't really had anything to do. And Theodore does notice that Azure does occasionally glance over to look at Birch.
Yep. He's been through a lot.
And Azure looks shocked. Oh, you saw that, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't being as sneaky as I thought.
I guess so. Didn't realize you were trying to be sneaky.
He's a beautiful Pokemon, though.
Yep. Been that way for... Oh, Lord, I don't know how long.
Do you mind if I pet him?
Sure, go ahead.
And he walks over. Now, because of Arcanine's size, sitting down, Arcanine is almost the same height as Theodore. So Azure does not have to kneel down in order to pet him. So he just puts his hand on top of Birch's beige-colored fur on top of his head and starts stroking through it. And Theodore can tell that Birch is pretty happy about it. He can see Birch's tail start to wag.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I was waiting for my mom, Professor Beach's assistant. I'm actually going out to help collect Pokemon data for him.
Huh. I'm doing the same thing.
Really? I mean, he kind of looks embarrassed to ask what he's about to ask. Not to be rude, but aren't you a little old?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But money's tight, and I can't be too picky with the jobs I get.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. And he stops petting Birch by this point. Now, right outside of town, in Route 1, specifically in the woods. Actually, Eden, what are you going to name your character?
Alex.
My character's name is literally going to be Satan.
I mean, okay, dude.
I'm just kidding.
Snats.
Let's see.
What?
Yeah. I can't think of his name for him, but I can think of a nickname for him.
Okay.
So, his nickname is Gator.
Gator. Okay, like alligator, like that.
Yeah.
Darth Gator.
All right, I will just put his name down as Gator, and if you come up for a real name for him later, you know. So,
No, I have a reason for why his name is Gator.
okay. So, out in Route 1, Gator and hang on. Man, you didn't name your Charmander. Do you want to name Charmander? You don't have to.
No. It's with the more complex named Pokemon that'll name.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. So, Gator and Charmander are out in Route 1. So they just finished up a fight with some green worm-like Pokemon known as Caterpie. And it was actually a bunch of them. It was about like 4 of them that Charmander just burned through easily. Like literally, they are charred. Charmander just like plops one of their burnt bodies on top of the pile, and Charmander's looking incredibly bored.
It appears that was too easy for you, Charmander.
Charmander nods and he turns around. It looks like he hears something. And as he fully turns around and as Gator follows his gaze, they see what appears to be a woman wearing a lab coat carrying some sort of case.
How far away is she from Gator?
She's currently like walking down the dirt road path. She's about like 10 feet or so away from where Gator and Charmander are, but she has not turned to actually like look at them to see them.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, sorry, yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Hey, if you don't mind, may I ask you what that case is for?
And the woman turns around. Oh, a trainer. I shouldn't be too surprised to find some out here, though. And she holds out the case. And as he looks inside, he can see 3 Pokeballs in there. And inside of each one, he sees Pokemon that he has never seen before. One of them appears to be some sort of feline-like Pokemon, some sort of cat with black and red fur. Mainly black fur, but around the face it's red, and it does have stripes along its body. The second Pokemon appears to be a blue frog-like Pokemon of some sort. It has the frog-like legs of other frog Pokemon. However, it is a light blue color with some white, almost foam-looking substance around its neck. And the final Pokemon appears to be some sort of green... it's honestly a little bit hard to say what creature it resembles. It is a 4-legged Pokemon that is the color green, and looks like it has some sort of like seeds around its neck, and it has one large leaf hanging off of the top of its head.
I see. Do you need help making the delivery, or?
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to trouble you, but if you're offering...
Of course. Charmander here just, sorting through a couple worm things, so...
And Charmander, he does kind of like an evil smirk, and he kind of like flexes his tiny arms.
I can only imagine that.
And the woman just chuckles. I see. And she turns down the path where she was heading. I'm just going right down to Foret Town. It's not that much farther from here.
Okay, well, I guess we will travel with you then.
And they do continue down the path. Now, as we cut back to Theodore and Azure as they are waiting. And as they look down the path that leads to Route 1, they do see 2 figures approaching. Azure does recognize the one as being his mom, and Theodore can tell that this woman is wearing a lab coat, so is probably the assistant that he's looking for. But they do not recognize the other person walking beside her.
Hey, is that your mom over there?
Yeah, that's her. But I don't know who the other guy is.
I'd assume a coworker or something.
And as they are looking more, they do look down and they do see the Charmander below, though they don't know that it's a Charmander. They do see it is a Pokemon, and they see that it's holding like it's holding the unconscious body of a fletchling, which is a very common bird Pokemon. It's a bird that has red feathers on its head, but the rest of its body is gray feathers. And it is just like holding its unconscious body in its hands before just tossing it aside. And Theodore can sense that Birch is starting to get a little on the offensive.
Yeah, calm down.
And Birch does obey and does calm down. And as they both approach Azure's mom holds out the case. Hello, sweetie. Oh, and you must be Theodore. My name is Spruce.
Nice to meet you, Spruce.
And she opens up the case.
Fucking tree up in this bitch.
These are your starter Pokemon. And inside, and she pulls out what appears to be a smartphone. Now, Theodore has never been a fan of smartphones because he has never been able to get any to work for him. And he's kind of afraid that this thing that looks like a smartphone is going to be the so-called Pokédex that the flyer was talking about.
Is that what I'm working with?
It sure is. This here's the newest model of the Pokédex.
All right.
Now, as he takes it in his hand, he sees that the screen lights up completely on its own. And it appears that as the screen lights up and it's completely white, a face appears on the screen. And it has a mischievous-looking smile before disappearing, and it just looking like a normal smartphone, but it does have a Pokédex app on it.
Hey, you sure there's nothing wrong with these?
Oh, you must be referring to the Rotom. Yes, in order to maximize the Pokédex's efficiency, Rotoms have been introduced to their technology.
Oh. Hopefully it'll make the thing run better. Work better.
And he, as he says that, that face appears on the screen again, and it looks a little, like, annoyed at that comment. And Azure takes his Pokédex. He's looking at the starter Pokemon, and he's looking at the choices, and he picks up the blue frog Pokemon. And as he takes it in his hand, and he holds up the phone, and he taps on the Pokédex app, it immediately starts scanning, and it brings up the Pokédex entry for Froakie, the bubble frog Pokemon, water type. It creates bubbles from its chest and uses them as a shield.
Huh.
And he smiles at it. Yeah. I'm gonna take this one. And Spruce turns to Gator. I know you already have Charmander, but you're allowed to take one of these if you like.
Not really my type, but thank you for the offer.
I see. And she takes out the last remaining Pokédex. I know we did just meet, but you did help me get here, and it would be nice to have someone to help collect data with this last Pokédex. Would you mind?
Yeah, I can help you out.
He takes the Pokédex, and she looks very happy. And Azure's looking at Froakie's Pokeball. And as he sees Froakie, he sees that Froakie, after the Pokédex entry came up, Froakie was trying to increase the foam around its neck, and it completely fogged up the inside of the Pokeball. I'm gonna call you Smoggy.
You ever have one of those before?
My aunt had one, and I used to play with it when she brought it over.
You know how to use one of those things?
No.
You'll figure it out.
And Spruce puts a hand on Azure's shoulder and she bends down. Now, you just remember, Professor Beach and I are just in the town over. So after you get through Route 1, make sure you come by and see us, okay? Right. And she gets up and she waves goodbye to all of them, and she does begin to leave. Now, Charmander, as soon as Azure took out Froaky's Pokeball, Charmander's been eyeing up Froaky this whole time.
Hey, you got your Charmander under control there?
Oh yeah, I should say that Theodore would know what a Charmander is because that is one of the starters in Kanto.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he does know what it is. Azure does not.
Yeah. Should we introduce?
Does so? Remember that Gator, his class, the Channeler, he is able to, if he like puts his hand over Charmander's head, he can understand what Charmander is currently thinking.
Yeah, he wants to do that.
Alright, so he puts a hand over Charmander just to see exactly what he's saying. And as he does this, he can hear Charmander's thoughts. That one. I want to fight that one.
Wait your time, Charmander. Not yet. We have to befriend them first.
And he looks really annoyed, but he does in his mind he does say fine. And Azure lets Smoggy out, and all of the foam just kind of plops on the ground as Smoggy's like eyes kind of pop out of it.
Incredible.
He leaps out of the foam and he holds out his hand to Charmander to shake it. And Charmander does shake it, but they all can tell that Charmander's grip is a little too hard. And Smoggy does like feel a bit of pain and is trying to kind of pull his hand away, but Charmander is still shaking his hand with like a menacing grin.
I'm just imagining Birch like slowly inching forward.
Yes, Birch is like getting ready to stop this like as soon as possible. Like just slowly inching and getting like one paw raised to smack Charmander.
Charmander, pull it.
Charmander, he lets go. And Smoggy is trying to make sure his wrist is okay, and it does appear to be.
All right, Birch.
Oh, well, I guess if we're all going to be traveling together, I mean, we're all doing the same thing, we should probably introduce each other. My name's Azure.
Mine's Theodore. And this is Birch.
And Birch, like, nods.
My name is my family and friends just call me Gator. You can call me that.
Nice to meet you, Gator and Azure.
Yeah, nice to meet you. And he does pull out his Pokedex, and he scans Birch, and Charmander, and he does learn their information. Arcanine, Fire type, legendary Pokemon. People are amazed by how this Pokemon can run 6,200 miles in a single day. Charmander, Fire type, lizard Pokemon. The flame on its tail represents its life. Once it goes out, it dies. So I guess we should start heading to the other town.
I guess we should. Let's
And,
get moving.
As they start moving, Charmander he really wants to try to do like a scratch attack at Smoggy as they're walking by, but he then notices that Birch is glaring down at him, so he does like put his arm behind his back and starts just walking along.
How big is Charmander, by the way?
Charmander is he's about like up to your like just below your knee, pretty much. He's pretty small.
I was gonna see if I could put Charmander on Gator's shoulder.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, he wants to do that.
Yeah, okay. So Gator,
I guess he would be noticing like what's going on between the two.
Can I go
yes.
use the bathroom real quick?
oh yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
And he lifts up Charmander up onto his shoulders, and does he want to try to channel with Charmander just to, talk?
Yeah, because I'd imagine it's pretty bored.
Okay, yeah, so he lifts up Charmander, and as he's doing this, he's trying to channel. Do you want to speak first, or do you want to hear Charmander's thoughts first?
I want to hear Charmander's thoughts.
Okay, as he picks him up, says, "I just want to fight him. He's the one, I can tell. There's something different about that Smoggy."
He's innocent. Charmander, leave him alone. I don't want to have to tell you this again.
And as he gets up on your shoulder, he says, "Fine."
Hey, you get to fight as many Pokemon and as many, as you want later. Right now,
Okay. And
I promise we will have harder battles.
I trust you. And they start going down the route, and I'm just gonna take a short break here to wait for Gavin to get back. I guess really quick, I could say the things that can be seen as we get into Route 1. So in Route 1, we do see a lot of fairly small Pokemon. Like all of these Pokemon are fairly tiny. You have the green worms, the Caterpies that Charmander obliterated earlier, as well as the Fletchlings flying overhead. And as they do continue walking down, they do see a larger bird Pokemon flying ahead with two Fletchlings near it. It does look fairly similar to a Fletchling, but its head curves up to a point, and its wings are covered in brown feathers.
I'm back.
Hello, I was describing the things we could see on Route 1.
Ooh.
We saw green worms, which are the Caterpies, the Fletchenders, or the Fletchlings, which are the little birds, the red and gray ones. But we just saw a larger bird that looks kind of like a Fletchling, but its head curves up to a point, and it has brown feathers on its wing, and it is also larger than a fletchling.
You know, I should take walks like this more often.
Yeah, it's really nice out. And he takes out his Pokedex, and he is trying to scan the Pokemon. Now, as he's trying to do that, he scans the large bird Pokemon with the two fletchlings next to it, and it reads out as Fletchender. From its beak, it fires embers at its prey. Once it has caught them, it grills them at high heat before feasting upon them.
Damn.
Well then.
And as he reads that, he looks up and he sees that the Fletchender has stopped and is flying above them, and the two fletchlings are flying in a circle pattern.
You think that's bad?
You don't think? And he lifts up his Pokedex to scan the fletchling as well. Fletchling. This amiable Pokemon is easy to train, but when battle is joined, it shows its ferocious side. Yeah, I think that's something to worry about.
Just stay calm.
Could Gator try to channel and talk to them, or read their thoughts or whatever?
They are too far away for you to do that. Oh, I do know what you could do. You could ask Charmander to try and communicate with them, and channel with him to see what they're saying.
Yeah, that will work.
Okay. So you do channel with Charmander just so the fletchling don't hear, to have him try to communicate. He stands up on top of your shoulder and starts making growling noises. It's growling noises to Azure and Theodore, but to Gator he can understand what Charmander is saying since he's currently channeling him. And Charmander's asking, "Hey, you with the wings, what's going on?" And the Fletchender does tweet back, and Charmander does turn towards Gator. "It says you all look delicious."
Tell it the fuck off.
He looks up, "Hey," and he does move his claws to do his version of the middle finger. "Fuck off!" And as he says that, the Fletchender lets out a sort of like a screech noise, and as it does this, the fletchlings both start dive bombing towards the group.
I think you done pissed him off.
What do we do?
He said we were tasty, so I told Charmander to say fuck off.
Okay, let's...
Manners.
Okay, really quick, I gotta look at everyone's speeds here, just to see who would actually go first.
Oh, it's definitely not Theodore.
Yeah, it's definitely not Theodore. It's... So first would be, Azure and, Birch. It would be Azure and Birch who would go first. So I'm going to let Birch go first since he is the Pokemon, and Azure's kind of freaked out right now. He's trying to think about what to do. So when it is the Pokemon's turn, that is when you will give it an order to do something. And when it is your character's turn, that is when you will have your character try to do something or use one of their unique abilities.
All right, Birch. See if you can scare him off. Give him a good roar.
Roar, all right. Can you roll 1d20?
Damn.
Oh, man. So, Birch does try to do a roar in order to scare off the birds. He plants both of his front legs down, tries to let out a mighty roar. It's been a long time since he's needed to actually do this. So, while a roar did come out, it was more of just a very aggressive and kind of loud growl that came out, which did not seem to affect the Pokemon that much, though the Fletchlings did stop their dive bomb. They are now flying directly in front of the group.
We'll work on it. You did good.
Now, we will go to Azure. Now, Azure, he is definitely he's trying to think of a plan of attack, and he's looking around, and he does think about the foam bubbles. So, he looks behind them. All right, guys, I have an idea. We have to go back here. And he does start to try to run backwards a few feet. But he does turn and he does tell Smoggy, "Smoggy, stay right there." Smoggy's like very confused, but does nod and is like plants himself right there in front of the birds. Now it would be Charmander's turn.
What are Charmander's abilities?
So Charmander, he can do a scratch, which is a 1d12 normal damage. I guess I should. So, not only does type effectiveness, of course, fire beats grass, grass beats water, water beats fire, that sort of thing come into play. But if you use an attack that the Pokemon is, for example, Charmander is a fire type, so if you use Ember, which is a fire type move, your attack increases. It goes up.
Actually, let's use the attack you just mentioned.
Okay, Ember, alright. Do you want that? So that will only hit a single target. Do you want to try to hit the Fletchender or the one of the two Fletchling?
The Fletchender.
Okay. Would you be able to roll 1d20?
Yeah.
Alright.
If my phone does not die. At 1d20?
Yes, please.
Pulling up Google. That is a 12. I almost said 21.
12, okay. So Charmander leaps up off of Gator's shoulder and leans his head back and shoots out a fireball from his mouth. The fireball shoots up towards the sky, and it does land a hit on the Fletchender. Can you roll a 1d12, please?
A 1d... Oh, damn it. Hold on, let me well, I didn't say the number. That's just when I'm trying to rule.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
That's gonna be a 10.
A 10. Okay. So as the fireball does hit the Fletchender, it does hit it. However, it does not appear that the attack did too much damage to it. And as Azure looks down at his Pokedex, he looks back up towards Gator. Fletchender, it's a fire type 2. That's why it didn't do much damage. And he does see that the Fletchender does not look that much that damaged, and in total that did 8 damage to the Fletchender.
Damn.
All right, next.
Wait, how much HP does it have?
You would have to ask Azure, since he's the one who scanned it, so he would know.
Azure, how much health does Bird have?
He looked. It says here it has 26. So with that much damage, it's got 18 left.
Okay.
Now, then, next up, I believe would actually be... Oh, wait, no, it would be the Fletchender. So, the Fletchender sees... or the Fletchender does look a tad angry at that flame attack, despite it not doing much damage. It's... you see that its beak starts to glow a lighter color, and it starts dashing down, and it looks like it's heading straight toward Charmander, though Charmander is still like right next to Gator. So this attack would also hit Gator if it does actually hit. As it's flying towards you, you see that as it's flying towards you, it does appear that flame attack might have actually done a little bit more damage than the Fletchender is letting on. As you see it's flying, it's kind of wobbly. And as it does fly towards you, you and Charmander jump out of the way in different directions, and the Fletchender scrapes across the ground before flying back up into the air. So the attack did miss. Now it is Gator's turn.
What attacks can he do?
So technically he doesn't have any specific attacks, but you could try to, I mean, you're really in a forest. You could try to find like a rock to throw and try to do that. That's really all he can do at the moment.
I was gonna ask if there was any like Pokemon he could like find and have them help him.
Okay, I see. All right. He does look around, and he does look over by the lakeside, and he sees a 4-legged Pokemon kind of skimming across the top of the water. It has 4 like very thin legs. It is a light blue color, and it does have some sort of antenna on top of its head.
Is it too far away for him to channel?
You can try to run over and channel it. You will have to roll a speed check.
Okay, yeah. What dice would that be?
1d20.
Okay. Wouldn't be too hard. 14.
14. Okay, yeah, and your speed's fairly decent. So, he runs over to the Pokemon, and he puts his hand on it, and he does learn from just trying to channel that this Pokemon's name is Surskit.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna have to try to communicate with it.
So, we're kind of in a battle right now. Would you be able to help me launch an attack against that bird up there?
And the Surskit looks up to the Fletchender and the Fletchlings, and it says, "Them? They're the rulers of this route."
If you do it, I promise we can reward you for something.
And it does look a bit afraid, but it does see how we are fighting against them. Well, I guess I can try. And the Surskit leaps out of the water and fires a bubble attack. This attack does shoot out and hits one of the Fletchlings, which does seem to deal a good bit of damage to it.
There you go.
And it looks happy, and you can hear it. I did it! I actually did it!
See? It's pretty easy. You should have the right motivation.
Now, the hurt Fletchling is knocked onto the ground due to its wings getting wet. So it is down for this turn. However, the other Fletchling is still going to try and attack Charmander. It also has its beak glow, and it flies towards Charmander. This time, however, Charmander is not able to dodge it. Charmander tries to leap out of the way again, but does get stabbed in the side with the beak. And you do even see some blood come out from the puncture as the Fletchling leaves. This does deal 7 damage to Charmander.
Christ.
Now it is Theodore's turn.
Okay.
Now, just remember, Azure has a plan. He did say he did have a plan that everyone would have to move back.
Okay, yeah.
Which Gator did follow, sort of. Like, he didn't move back, but he moved away.
Can Theodore try to do... Or can Theodore go back, like, you know, and try to, like, think about what the plan might be?
Yes.
Okay.
I will have you
Roll.
just, roll a perception check just to see if he is able to understand.
Oh my god!
Whoa! Okay. So
He's been in war.
Yes.
Military, yes.
So, Theodore, he looks at this situation, what's going on, and he looks at the attacks that the birds have been doing, as well as why Azure told Smoggy to stay right there. And as he's putting all this together, he figured out the plan perfectly. What Azure is trying to do is Azure has noticed that these Pokemon are dive bombing, specifically just dive bombing to try and weaken us. Despite the Pokedex entry, the Fletchender is not trying to burn any of them yet. They are all just trying to stab them to weaken them. And if Smoggy can create a water or a bubble barrier when they try to swoop down and attack, then they will hit the bubble, which would be super effective against the Fletchender and would knock them all out.
All right. So he wants to...
And he actually does think that this is actually quite a good plan. He's surprised that this kid is able to come up with something like this.
All right, Birch. Kids hatched a plan.
And Birch nods. Or do you want Birch to try to do something to help with the plan, like to try roaring again?
Yes.
Okay. Can you roll, since it is Birch's turn? Okay. So Birch tries roaring again. The Fletchender is still not phased and is readying for another attack. However, the fletchlings are both kind of scared enough to back away a little bit.
Did it at least get the Fletchender's attention?
It did, yes.
Okay.
He can tell that it did get its attention. It just didn't, like, back up.
Yeah.
Now, Azure, he screams to Smoggy, "All right, do it!" Okay, now I gotta roll for Bubble here. Ooh! So, as on cue, Smoggy uses his bubble attack and starts like mixing a brand new bubble with the foam covering his back, and it starts creating this large, gigantic bubble. And the Fletchender and the Fletchling have like already like started to get ready to dive bomb again, and but they are about to stop themselves. However, the Surskit that Gator channeled with has gone behind the bubble barrier and has started another attack. Everyone starts to smell a scent. It smells very sweet, a very nice scent. And as they look, they can tell that it's actually a scent coming out of the antenna of the Surskit. As the scent goes up and it reaches the birds, they all get enticed, and they all start diving down immediately. And as they do, they hit that bubble, and it bursts. It is super effective on the Fletchender, and it does knock it out, making it faint. The injured Fletchling is fainted. Now, there is only one more Fletchling, and it is injured. It's on the ground.
So, is it not doing anything?
No, it's like because the water from the bubble is preventing it from flying up, so it's kind of struggling on the ground right now.
All right, let's see the damage.
Does he actually want to go up to the fletchling?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he just like kneel down to it, or does he want to actually try picking it up?
He just kneels down to it first.
Okay. Can you roll another perception check?
Yeah. Damn.
Man.
My rolls have been well, aside from the fucking 20.
Yeah. He looks
my luck
down.
went there.
He looks down and he tries to see the injuries of the fletchling. The fletchling does not like that he's that close. And despite being damaged and not being able to fly at the moment, it still does peck at his hand. It's not like that powerful peck that stabbed Charmander, but it is enough to like prick his hand.
Ow, little bastard!
And the fletchling does. The fletchling still kind of looks ready to fight despite being injured, and he can even see that the fletchling, one of Fletchling's legs, looks like it's about to kind of buckle under.
Just calm down.
Actually, yeah. Can you? I'm not sure what check this would be considered. I guess like a compassion check, maybe. Can you like roll?
Yeah. Oh my god!
Man, okay, jeez. Wow, if we had Pokeballs, I would have said you should try catching this thing, but...
I would have tried, but I wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah, so the compassion check isn't if you catch it or not. You would, for a Pokeball to catch something, it would be you'd have to roll 1d100.
Also, for that bubble thing, you rolled a 1d29.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
Aw, man. Yeah. Oh well. It wasn't above a 20, so
yeah,
it's okay.
That, and technically, even if it was like a 20, you would have been even luckier because you're less likely to get a 20
exactly.
on a 29 sided die.
Exactly. So the fletchling does not accept what Theodore is trying to say, and it does like angrily just start like limping away.
Suit yourself.
Now, the Surskit is jumping up for joy, and since Gator is still channeled, he can still hear its thoughts. I did it! I did it! I won a fight! You have no idea how long that's been. There's those guys. They've been around for so long, and they've been taking and eating my friends. I've just been trying to hide from them for so long. Eden, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to log into Discord on my laptop.
Oh, okay. All right, then. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go grab some water really quick.
Nerds.
But I would just like to say that was a really cool first encounter. Oh, I gotta dish out EXP. I forgot we gotta put EXP down. Hang on, let me do that. We'll put EXP under HP. All right, Gavin.
All right.
So put EXP, and ooh, we're gonna get a good bit of EXP. I think we're actually gonna level up from this.
Oh boy, that'd be neat.
All right, let me see here because I gotta see how much EXP it takes. I don't remember. Huh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Gavin, or Birch is leveling up. He is going to level up to
3.
Yes. He's going to level up to 3. And okay, we got 75 experience from that. So that would be so you have 25 now out of 100, since that's how much it takes to get to level. Well, actually, nah. Okay, nah. I'm actually going to give us a good bit of EXP since that was a fight with 3 Pokemon, and one of them was actually a evolved Pokemon. So I'm actually going to give everybody 150 EXP.
Ooh.
Which means, Gavin, you level up to level 5. So you are up with everybody.
Wait, is that like my character level or?
No, that's your Pokemon level.
Oh,
So,
I thought my Pokemon was at level 2.
Yeah, your Pokemon is at level 2. Now your Pokemon's at level 5.
Oh. I accidentally put the level as Birch. Nickname Birch.
And so now your EXP, Gavin, is 0 out of 200, since it takes 200 to get to level 6. And Smoggy and Charmander just need 50 EXP to get to level 6.
I'm going to be leaving this and joining on my computer.
All right, that's cool.
Alright.
While you do that, I'm gonna get water. So.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Let me turn you guys up as well. There we go. That should work. Let me go to general chat. So let me go to yeah. If it hangs up on me, because my computer is about to die.
Oh.
Yeah, my computer's at 31%. Yeah, it's not too good. Because I can't charge it here. Because I don't know where my charger went.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's fun. No, I'm gonna play on my phone until it dies, because that sounds like something to do.
Huh? What? All right, I'm back. Is Eden back?
Yes, I am.
All right.
You guys are on my computer now.
Yeah. Also, Gavin, you can increase Birch's stats again.
All right. Is this
Yeah.
by one or?
So the stats can increase. So you get 3 extra points since Birch started at level 2.
Oh, all right.
So just remember, you do have to do the highest one first. So you do have to do HP again.
All right. So that'd be 2, and that'd be 12, and then 36 plus
5, which would be 41.
Christ.
Yep. He is a
and then
tank.
Attack 11, special attack 11.
All right.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Yep. But hey, you kept true to what you said, that he wouldn't really fight that much, because he didn't fight. He just used the roar to help, which is a really cool way to use that.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the idea of Birch being incredibly, like, imposing, you know? Like, yeah, his overpoweredness, you know, goes into him just being or looking fierce.
Yep. So Eden, the Surskit is all excited. Is there anything that you wanted to say to it?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, well, I know I might not be the strongest, but you really helped me realize what I could do. I'd like to maybe go with you.
Yeah, I was actually going to offer that.
And it jumps up and down. And so you do not have any Pokeball to officially catch it, but it will follow you and listen to you.
Nice.
So let me put down its stats really quick.
I'm just deleting a bunch of files that I never used real quick.
All right, that's fine. And do you want to nickname this one?
Water Boy.
It is a male.
No, Surskit's fine.
All right, Surskit. And it is a water bug type.
Oh boy.
Which means that
I have 169 megabytes of images.
Jeez.
Yeah. 69 though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
I also have 694 megabytes of others.
I have a thing that I want Theodore to do.
Okay.
And I will clarify that he's not doing this with the intention of capturing either of them.
Okay.
But can he, like, bring the,
You can just say bird.
the Fletchender, and put that on, like, Birch's back, and then hold the fletchling?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
All right. Kid, Azure.
Yeah, what's up?
You want to help me get this Fletchender on Birch's back here?
Oh, yeah, sure. And he's all he's all excited about Smoggy actually being able to win that. Him and Smoggy were actually like doing like a little celebration dance, but he does snap back to his senses and does start helping. Also, your ability for Surskit is Swift Swim, which means if it is raining, Surskit's speed will double.
Nice.
Yes, that is a very good ability.
I thought you were gonna say if it's raining, Surskit can fucking fly or some shit. Floating on the rain.
Well, it doesn't do that, but Surskit may or may not turn into something that flies.
Yeah, I looked
Oh,
up
boy.
Surskit because I wanted to see what it looked like, and the evolution was funky.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna take these things to Pokemon Center or something. I'd rather not leave them out here to die.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hopefully they'll learn something when they get back.
And they continue. Yeah, but before we continue, I just want to finish putting down all of Surskit's stuff because I'm going to forget it.
When did I get that? It's just a random fucking game. That I last used in like sometime October.
Okay, I'm giving Surskit the impish nature, which means his defense goes up and his special attack goes down.
Mhm.
And now what are Surskit's stats? Oh. So his attack is garbage. And his defense is also garbage. They're both they're both 3.
What is he not garbage at?
Wow.
Special attack he's decent at. It's a 5, which is now down to a 4, and his defense is also a 4 now. And special defense is a 5, and then his speed is decent. It's a 5. Or no, it's a 7. It's a 7.
Wow.
A speedy little shit. And
Yeah.
whenever it's raining, it's a fucking 14.
Yep.
Damn. Better be raining soon. I have 45 apps selected that I don't want. From Domino's again.
And he knows Quick Attack. Quick Attack is a move that it is a normal type move, but it always goes first.
Oh.
Wow.
So it's a 1d12 move where basically the Pokemon increases their speed for a charge attack. So yeah, it's it can always go first in a battle unless.
So you've just got a little fucking speed demon.
Yep. Might not be powerful, but
It runs.
yeah, it can definitely do that.
I'm just imagining it moving around like a fucking crab, but really fast.
Yeah. Now we have two things. Now we have two Pokemon that can somewhat catch up to Emma in a race.
Yeah.
Well, it's great because when it's not raining, fucking the Surskit is slower than Birch, but whenever it is raining, the Surskit is significantly faster than Birch.
Yeah.
Which, now that I'm thinking about it, is pretty ridiculous because Birch can run at like 260 miles per hour. Holy fuck.
Alright, and Surskit is going to be level 3. So you can raise 2 stats. Well, you can make him even faster. You can make him a level
Level 9 speed.
yeah, level 9 speed. Or you can do 1 speed and 1 special defense. And the HP would be 12 plus 3, so 15. Eden, which would you like to do? Would you like to give him 2 to speed, or 1 speed, 1 special defense?
Speed, both.
Okay, geez. So that means that Surskit is now the 2nd fastest.
And then when it rains, that boy's fast.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
About what?
It'll
like
be
16 now?
18. It'll be 18 when it rains. Almost
Jeez.
twice as fast as Birch.
That's ridiculous. like, if it starts raining, Surskit, like, you're not even gonna see it. He's just gonna, like, it's gonna be a blur. Like, imagine using Quick Attack in the rain.
Christ.
They're not even gonna know that he's there.
They won't know what hit him.
Literally.
They won't feel it either because all of his attacks are shit. But
Hey,
they really won't know what hit him.
You know, honestly, I was gonna say something, but then I did not.
So, Azure and Theodore have finished putting the fainted Fletchling and Fletchender onto Birch, and they are now continuing down the dirt path. As they continue, Charmander actually does walk up to Smoggy, but he does not try to attack this time. Now, since Gator is not currently channeling Charmander, he's not able to hear what Charmander is telling to Smoggy, but I'm not sure if anyone is going to look back at them, at what they're doing, but what they are from what it looks like from what they're doing is Charmander seems to be telling Smoggy, like, not bad, and then, like, just moving on. And Smoggy, he's like kind of like starstruck because he saw how powerful this Charmander is, and to be complimented like that, so he got an extra confidence boost, and they continue down through Route 1. Now they do see more Fletchling flying through the sky, but none of them try to actually dive down and attack anyone. They're just flying peacefully, and there's still, like, Caterpie along the path. Some Surskits are also going across the lake, and they also see some lily pads kind of poking out of the lake, but as they do look at the lily pads for long enough, they do see that a head pokes up from under them, and that is actually a Pokemon.
Hey, is there... You know what that thing is?
Azure pulls out the Pokedex, and the Pokedex says that it is a Lotad. Lotad is the lily pad Pokemon, and it says that Lotad, it searches about for clean water. If it does not drink water for too long, the leaf on its head wilts.
Can Theodore take out his Pokedex?
Yes.
Alright. Let's see if I can figure out how to work this thing.
As he takes it out, and he does try pushing on that app, it does start scanning, and he does just kind of like as he's flailing the phone around, he does unintentionally scan a Caterpie with the Pokedex, and it does say Caterpie, the worm Pokemon. For protection, it releases a horrible stench from the antenna on its head to drive away enemies.
Huh. How nice of it. God. Alright. Now can you tell me what this Fletchender, how it's doing?
He looks, or he has it go over to the Fletchender and scans it. And as it scans, it does say that it is completely fainted, like its HP did go down to 0, but under that it does say condition is just unconscious.
That's good. What about this Fletchling?
As he scans the Fletchling, it gives him the same result.
Alright. Hopefully that other one doesn't get eaten.
And they continue walking, and as they near a section full of trees, they do see a couple green Pokemon hanging off of some of the trees. They do appear to be some sort of, or they do appear to be some sort of cocoon-ish type Pokemon, because they are just kind of hanging off from the trees from silk, and their outer shell is very shiny.
Funny little creatures.
And as they go past those trees, they do see a sign planted out front, and the sign does say Brayfoot Village.
Also, that is an exceptionally difficult voice to do, but I'm gonna keep trying to do it.
All right.
Holy I feel like my voice dying and my throat giving away really goes with the old man aesthetic.
I like it too. I do. I like all of the characters so far in the acting. So we all enter Freyfoot Village, and right near the entrance they do see a large building that is labeled the Pokemon Lab.
Is that where we need to go?
Yeah, that's where Mom works, and the professor.
All right.
And they all head inside. As they go inside, they do see that the floor and the walls all seem to be this pristine white color. And they do see, all the way in the back, they see Azure's mom standing next to sort of like an older man, not as old as Theodore. He does appear to be possibly late 40s, early 50s. He does have long black hair, and he appears to be reading some sort of document. Mom, we're here! And Spruce turns around. Oh, you made it! And she runs over. And she looks down, she sees Charmander, and she sees that Charmander appears to be holding his side. Oh, what happened?
We came into some issues.
And Gator kind of like nods towards Birch to the Fletchling and Fletchender, and Spruce like rushes over and she picks them up, and she quickly goes to a closet near the back of the room and takes out some Pokeballs, and she places them into the Pokeballs and runs over to a machine off in the corner, and she places the Pokeballs in there.
Yep. Ran into him along the route here.
Yeah, they were pretty scary. Apparently they wanted to eat us? I don't really know how good we'd taste, but I guess they thought we would taste good.
I don't know how they looked at me and thought I was delicious. Maybe 30 years ago.
And in just a moment, she comes back from the machine with the Fletchling and Fletchender in the Pokeballs. Well, luckily they were just unconscious. They are fully healed now, though they will need some rest. And she looks over at the group. Well, we normally would send them back into the wild, but if you would prefer, we could give them to you.
No. I think it'd be best if they went back home.
And Azure, he nods too. Yeah, it wouldn't be right to take them, especially while they're unconscious. They don't even know what's going on. And Spruce nods, and she places the two Pokeballs on the tray, and she sets it near a table that is like near the door. Once they're healed and fully rested, we will release them back out.
All right. Oh yeah, we tested out those Pokedex things.
And as soon as he says Pokedex, the professor whips around. Ah, I see. So you are the ones that Spruce told me about. And he strides over, and they do see he has a along with his long black hair, he does have a big black beard. And he strides over, and he just kind of like takes Theodore's Pokedex out of his hand and taps on the Pokedex app. Yes. So the transfer function is working perfectly. All right. You've seen and documented a lot of the Pokemon on the first route, I must say. You all are doing your jobs quite splendidly, and he hands the Pokedex back.
Well, given what was offered, I figured I might as well try to do the job right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wasn't sure how this would go, but Smoggy really pulled things off, and Smoggy does like a little fist bump with Azure. Now, Spruce approaches Charmander and kneels down, and she looks up to Gator. We do have that healing machine in the corner. It's the same healing machines that they have at the Pokemon centers. If you'd like, I could heal Charmander for you.
Yes, I've got a Pokemon to help me in the field.
And she looks at the Surskit. Oh, I see. Did you catch it?
It helped us in a battle. The giant bird thing, it kind of helped us kill it, or knock it out, or whatever.
And she does go back into that closet, and she takes out another Pokeball, and she hands it to him. If it does truly want to be with you, then please capture it. And Surskit looks up at the Pokeball and does nod.
Can you channel with it real quick?
Yes. So Gator does channel with it really quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I do want to go with you. I think I might be able to get stronger.
It will be a little bit of a treacherous journey, but if you're willing to commit...
Yes.
I cannot stop you.
Yes. I'm willing.
Okay.
And with that, Gator does not toss the Pokeball at Surskit. He bends down and holds the Pokeball out, like right up towards Surskit, and Surskit bumps his head against the button in order to open the Pokeball and gets put inside.
Yes.
So you officially have Surskit.
Nice.
And Spruce goes back into the closet again. She actually takes out a couple boxes and she places them in front of everybody. She places a box in front of each one of them. These boxes contain 5 Pokeballs and 5 potions. They should be able to get you through the following routes and maybe even the Sea Salt Cavern, so that you would be able to get to Quahog Town.
Sea salt.
What's wrong with sea salt?
It doesn't taste too good. And if you've spent as much of your life getting shipped overseas as I have, you've had a lot of time to learn what sea salt tastes like.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can see that. And Professor Beach, he he walks back over to the group, and he shows them 2 pictures. So one of them is a picture of a Growlithe. Now, Theodore knows exactly what a Growlithe is. A Growlithe is the first form, the young form of an Arcanine. So that is what Birch used to be. It is a much smaller version with a lot less white on top of its head, which is now a beige color.
You remember when you used to look like that?
and Bert does nod and kind of like looks up towards the ceiling, looking like he's reminiscing. And
Oh, don't think about it too much.
but then the professor holds out another picture, and it does look like a Growlithe on first glance, but they see that the fur appears to be covering where its eyes, and the fur pattern is darker. While Growlithe and Arcanine fur are both orange, this Growlithe's fur appears to be red.
That's a funny-looking Growlithe.
That it is! You see, I pride myself on studying the rare form of various Pokémon. This version of Growlithe is said to be the ancient version, all the way back in the Hisui region thousands of years ago, back before it became the Sinnoh region. So, I would like it for you all to not only document Pokémon that you find out in the wild, but try to find unique variants. There's much we can find out about their evolutionary patterns, and possibly even the past of this Pokémon world.
Alright.
Azure kind of like whispers towards Theodore. I'm not quite sure what he said, but I'll go with it.
I know what he said, but... Anyways. So... At what point do I get paid for this?
Oh, yes, your payment. You see, in order to ensure that you do get the amount of Pokemon that I am looking for, I will pay you as soon as a certain amount of the Pokedex gets filled. But do not fret, I will not force you to complete the entire Pokedex just to get your payment. I will pay you in installments after you get various achievements by scanning a certain amount of Pokemon. And he actually starts typing on the computer, and as he hits enter, you see sort of like a notification appear on your Pokedex, and it says 1,000 Poke was transferred to Theodore's bank account. So I will add 1,000 to your Poke, please.
Alright. Sounds good to me. Money's money.
And Spruce hugs Azure. She looks at him. Now, I'm sure that Froakie of yours will be able to protect you, but please, be careful out there. I will. And is there anything else that Gator or Theodore want to say?
I've got nothing.
Thank you for everything.
And she does hand back Charmander, who was healed during that. And he looks kind of annoyed that he did have to get healed, but he is still thankful. And he does just kind of like do a nod as if to say thank you.
Lord Birch, if things keep getting rough like they did back there, I might have to go back and get my rifle.
And Birch does kind of nod and do it sort of sounds like a mix of a growl but also sort of a cough, and Theodore knows that is Birch's version of like a laughing.
We gotta work on your voice a bit. Don't worry, I gotta work on mine too.
And Azure, he's looks curious. Rifle. Wait, were you? And Theodore, like he already knows the question that Azure's about to ask.
Yes.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. It's been a long time since any of that.
And now things do kind of feel a little bit awkward, so they do just kind of wave goodbye to Spruce and the professor, and they do leave the lab. And as they leave the lab, that is where we will end the session.
Okay. Good lord.
Now, really quick, before any of us get off, let's add those items. 5 potions, 5 Pokeballs.
Alright. A very specific kind of potion?
It's just called a potion. That's just the basic starting potion.
Ah. Also, I'm not adding the funny E thing just because I'm using like a normal keyboard.
Oh yeah, no, dude, trust me. You think I'm really gonna get on you for not having the funny E thing?
The Accentity, that's what it's called.
Yeah, the only reason I have it is because
There you go.
I use autocorrect to make sure that it puts it in there. just because I personally I want it in my stuff, but I'm not going to force you to try to do that.
What did
I don't even know how I would. I don't remember what keyboard.
Not much. Before we or when did you leave? What was the last thing you heard?
I left 5 seconds ago when you were explaining something.
Oh, okay. I was just having everyone add the potions and the Pokeballs to our items, which I'm doing right now.
Potions do?
They heal.
Okay.
Yep. They're health potions. Yeah. So potions are for healing, healing HP. So there's potions, super potions, hyper potions, and max potions. Max potions heal the HP completely, no matter how much it is. And the rest of them, super potion heals more than potion, hyper potion heals more than that. Then there's stuff like antidotes, which antidote is to heal poison. Paralysis heal paralysis. The rest is pretty self-explanatory for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I like this so far.
I do too. I think that was neat.
And Jesus Christ, it's kind of strange because it's simultaneously harder on my voice, but also not as the other characters that I've played, because it's a lot of me talking, but it's in a different register and with a different part of my throat. So I after right now I only strain to do lower stuff, how I'm talking right now, but everything up here is fine. And up here would always get strained with Warden because I was always talking like this.
Okay, yeah, I can get that. But yeah, no, that was really cool. I was not planning on anyone getting another Pokemon yet, but I really liked how Gator bonded with the Surskit. I thought that was incredibly neat, which did demonstrate the mechanic I did mention where if you just try to catch a Pokemon while it's completely wild, then you have to roll the 1d100 to see if you get it. But if you communicate with it and you get it to want to be with you, then you do not have to roll to catch it, because it already wants to be with you.
Yeah, I was considering trying to get one of the fletchlings, because it would have been fucking ridiculous if I tried to get the Fletchender or something.
Yeah, which... So, I'm gonna be honest, I was going to give us Pokeballs before we went down Route 1, but I like what happened here, because, one, I think it was a cool way to genuinely get a new Pokemon with Surskit, just by getting it to want to be with us instead of just catching it.
Yeah.
But I also like the whole where, yeah, you could have gotten a Fletchender or a Fletchling, and so could Azure, but both of them agreed that it would be better just to release them back into the wild, because that's where they should be. I think that could also, and I don't know if you thought about this yet, but that could also be a subtle nod as to what side Theodore was fighting on during that war. Because I don't know if I talked to you about it, but the two sides for that war were the one wanted to continue to expand the human civilization, and the other wanted to preserve the Pokemon, like the Pokemon nature and their civilization.
I actually have a really cool idea around that, because I know the subtle nod would be him like fighting for the one that's trying to spread more nature. I think it might be cooler if he fought for the opposing side.
Oh,
And, things. I don't want to say it because I kind of want to build up to it, but you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I really like that idea.
Which would make sense, especially if he came in from Kanto, because, well, the nature side probably wouldn't have been able to get support from other regions.
Yeah, that's like literally the nature. Like the only other region that would probably help the nature side would maybe be Hoenn, but Hoenn's a ways away.
And he has a service rifle, so I think it would be a neat thing if like people just think that he fought for like the
other side. Yeah, the nature side. Yeah. Yeah, no, I really like that. That is a really cool idea. I liked having the subtle nod as well for Azure, where he is like this innocent kid, but he's also like he can plan fairly good strategies.
Yeah.
Like even like sort of like war level strategies.
Yeah, and I'm not going to have Theodore notice that yet. I'd like that to be build up.
Yeah. I just wanted him with like the perception tech to realize that was a good plan.
Yeah.
But not he's not at the point where he is able to recognize that Azure is actually like really clever. It's just that one time it was like, that's actually a pretty decent plan. I also just like building up the rivalry between Smoggy and Charmander, which so funny thing about that, in the Pokemon universe, right? Like in every single game and everything, there's always like a rival, because rivalries are sort of a huge thing in that universe. So I like the idea that because most of the time it's the actual trainer, the human themselves, who is the rival, and their Pokemon just agree with that. But I like the idea that it's literally just a Charmander who wants to fight Smoggy. Which who knows? Maybe when Smoggy evolves or something, or they both evolve, then they will attempt to have a battle or something.
I also think it's kind of like, for the time being, it does make sense that that Theodore like goes last out of everyone for right now.
Okay.
Just because
Good night.
he's probably not terribly worried or like
Look very comfortable.
Yeah.
you know,
Enjoy your night, and I will see you.
he's kind of like they'll handle it, and if they can't, I'll jump in. Because he's been through some shit.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I really do like where things can go, and just because that was just a good, very solid first session. See, okay, I will say my one mistake that I did like, because I said I was planning to give us Pokeballs. I wasn't initially planning for the Fletchender to show up. I was going to have us like go on the route and try to get some Pokemon or something, but then
Good
I was
thing
like,
you didn't.
wait, yeah, I was like, wait a minute, we don't have any.
Yeah, good thing you didn't give us any and have us face off against the Fletchender.
Yeah. No, I don't want to spoil it. There is a cool thing I do want to happen that does involve the Fletchender
Ooh.
that works very well with what happened. But yeah, no, I think this campaign is going to be a really good one.
It's shaping up to be.
Yes, I really like it. I already like how the Pokemon are also getting personalities too.
Yeah.
Like, because, of course that is a thing in Pokemon, but I was thinking, at least for, like, this first session, it would be a lot more of our characters getting personalities and the Pokemon just, existing. But no, we got a really good mix of the actual characters and their Pokemon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this game is going to be really cool, and I hope Audrey does like it as well, if she can actually show up next week, which she said she could, but we will see.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I will talk to you guys later. If you have any ideas for character plots or anything, just, hit me up.
All right.
All right, then I will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Alright.